Today I'm in Lakewood, Colorado, in the Belmar neighborhood, talking to you about what I discovered is a very surprising history here. This used to be the estate of one of Denver's wealthiest families. And what happened here honestly shocked me. So I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about what it's like to live here. And I'm also going to take you to one of the houses that's in this neighborhood that's one of our listings. So buckle up. Let's get ready to go on a Radically Colorado adventure and see what might shock you, what you thought was a sleepy suburb close to Denver. (1800s) Denver. This place is rapidly growing. In 1859, gold was discovered and Denver explodes. And this means that a lot of people make some money here. And one of those families made a lot of money by telling people the news. And it's still around today, this newspaper that the family owned, the Denver Post. And the family that originally owned it was the Bonfils family. The Bonfils family is one of Denver's really first elite families. They are the center of the news, being the owner of the Denver Post. And when the patriarch of the Bonfils family died, in roughly the 1930s, like so many rich families, there was a war between the two daughters, Helen and May. So right behind me here, I'm at the Whole Foods parking lot garage. Side note, one of the most dangerous places here for someone's wife right here. Target and Whole Foods right next to each other, that's just danger. But look at this, right here. That's not just a picture of a random mansion. This was actually where May Bonfield, part of the Bonfils family in Denver, lived. This was where her estate was when Frederick Bonfils, the patriarch of the family who founded the Denver Post, died. The sisters got into it, and they fought and they fought and they fought. Both of them came out of this lawsuit. Helen, the other sister, she retained a lot of the Denver Post. May got a lot of money. And May came here and she built one of Denver's most elite places, the Belmar Club. And on the Belmar Club was the Stanton House. And it's how this one got its name that had the whole town talking. Stanton was May's husband, but why was this a big deal? Well, it's because at this time, getting a second marriage was pretty taboo. And this was May's second marriage, a member of the Catholic Church. She had to get permission to get married. And also, the Denver press seemed to have a love affair with just, I don't know, not liking these women, reporting on their lawsuit, these two sisters going after each other. And then there's this inherited wealth. You kind of see how the Rocky Mountain News is portraying it. And of course, this is because I'm looking at the competing newspaper at the time. And keep in mind, the Denver Post isn't reporting on May at all because Helen has control of it. So it's a really interesting thing that the Rocky Mountain News is used as the tool to kind of slander May. there's always this internal fighting between the sisters. Even this lawsuit that we brought up, a lot of it was because Helen got the Denver Post in her dad's will, and May got some money, but the trust, which was controlled by Helen, controlled disbursements of that money. So it was like a big slap in the face to May. So you'll see, it's just so funny. When May gets something, Helen gets it. May builds a nice estate. Helen gets a nice house in Capitol Hill. May gets married for the second time. Helen gets married for the second time. So it's just a classic saga of sisters one-upping each other throughout their whole life, which benefited Denver because both of them were one-upping through donations as well. Of course, the proximity to Denver, 1930, this could have been Sleepy Cow Town. There were some ranchers before here. Of course, the natives were here before Western settlers came in, like the Arapaho Cheyenne. The Ute maybe ventured down this far sometimes for hunting. But if you look around me right here, this would have all been a lake. There would have been a giant mansion, and all of that was knocked down to bring in a development called Villa Italia, which a lot of our old Denverites remember. So now let's talk about one of the most sensational times in the United States of America. The 60s and 70s, baby, when we get Villa Italia on the scene. So I actually like this. May Bonfils passes. And there are no descendants to the Bonfils family, for those of you like me that wanted to go down the rabbit hole and see if the family was still wealthy. May and Helen, both, the daughters of Frederick, both of them didn't have kids. Obviously, they didn't know how to love very well because they fought amongst themselves about the family fortune. So, didn't have any kids, no one to pass it on to. So, in their great spirit of philanthropy, May and Helen both donated a lot here in Denver. And that includes projects like St. Anthony's Hospital. But May also sold this land, and it became Villa Italia, which was one of Denver's first closed-air malls. So not like these new style open air that tend to emulate a walking district, but a closed-air mall that had all the mid-century flair. Villa Italia had like 150 stores. I just like chatted with my clients at their house right near here, and his dad actually helped build the mall. All these old department stores that I've never been to, like Woolworth. What was another one? Jocelyn's. There's all these stores here, and it's remembered very positively among Denverites. Like every time I bring up Villa Italia, it's remembered positively because it was this space that really a lot of the, at least West Metro, came to for shopping, for entertainment, to see the movies. And it was a real community space that I feel like was very dear to Denver. And then they decided to knock it down, which I think there was a lot of controversy around that. But ultimately, the closed-air mall model just, it didn't go as well. It wasn't as long-standing as a lot of people thought. And there was a lot of competition in the area. Park Meadows comes to the scene, Cherry Creek Mall comes to the scene, and they're both bigger malls. So Villa Italia, being this big shopping destination, no longer is. And like so many malls, it starts to fall to the wayside by the 90s. So the 90s come along, and we think, well, how can we get people to spend money? Well, of course, you get rid of the roof, and you put all the stores outside. And the irony is, you develop a walking center, the very thing that White Fight and urban expansion tried to eliminate. So that's exactly what we're developing right here. Shouldn't have got rid of it in the first place, if you ask me, because Denver had some beautiful walking neighborhoods. Then it's destroyed in urbanization, and the big offices are built downtown, and the suburbs are built. But thank God we got back to our common sense and our roots, and we decided that walking neighborhoods were the way that we wanted to become. Again, we want people hanging out, we want people coming here, and as you can see, Belmar is a real treat because it is this mixed-use neighborhood. Sure, you got a Target with a parking lot and a Whole Foods with a parking lot, but if we turn right over here, you got this whole outdoor mall, you've got restaurants right over there, you've got the theater. So, and there are some people walking around, which is really nice to see. And this is the beauty of Lakewood. You're in this suburb that has a walking area and it has everything you need. And that's what we like about it here. So, now that we've learned a little bit about this commercial section of Belmar, we're gonna go and we're gonna show you what like a festival is like in this area. Belmar Park, which is beautiful. Directly to the south of me, we're gonna head over there and we're gonna go to a festival called Cider Days, held every single fall here in the Lakewood area, and it's truly one of my favorite festivals. I try to go to it every single year. So we've got some footage of when we went to it last year. We're gonna show you all about that.
And everybody trying to find some parking. She's the goat at finding parking. Look at her eyes like a hawk.
Oh, they have a whole field over here.
Perfect. Look, she found the field like a hawk.
Yeah.
See? She found it, Bodie. The one spot that someone pulls out of at the library. We found it, and by we, I mean the hawk. Getting ready to walk in Cider Days. Thank you. Wow, it's a whole thing, huh?
Welcome into Belmar Park, just a hop, skip, and a throw away from the Belmar shopping district where we just were. Every year in fall, this park houses Cider Days, which is one of the coolest fall festivals. In this park too, there's all of these mid-century relics, as well as an old homestead, which we're gonna see here in just a second, where you get to actually press your own cider. We're approaching the middle stage of the park where there was going to be a pie eating contest soon.
Question now is, should we eat or should we enter the pie contest? Or we could probably get full for free. Potentially win some money with my state of hunger. But there's a whole bunch of food trucks. Don't you worry. Oh, and there we can get some cider.
So as we walk through Food Truck Alley over here, there are so many options for food. You can buy cider, hard cider. As you see over here on our right was an antique tractor pull. And we're going to get to one of our favorite food trucks here, the Berliner Haus. We stopped at it again the next week.
Wow. That's so good. That was like an 11 out of 10.
An 11 out of 10 for sure. It was some of the best food that we've ever had at a fest.
Yeah.
All right, now that we've satiated our hunger and made us total unworthy candidates of the pie eating contest, it is time to watch some adults make some absolute fools of themselves eating pie.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go with the adult contestants. My assistant Bree will draw a name. Are you ready? On your mark, get set and go! Look at her go! Look at that! Look at that!
All right, we're going from the mid-century nostalgic side of Belmar Park to the homestead side with the beautiful big red barn, old homestead. And where they are pressing cider for this event, you get to take a look at all of this antique farm equipment. Haley has problems with these horses pulling a buggy. Boy, would she not have done well in the 1800s. And an impressive display of antique tractors.
Let's go look at the cider pressing now.
So cool. Love seeing people press the cider. Brought me back to childhood. And they had some amazing live music here as well.
Todos me dicen el negro llorona, negro, pero cariñoso. Todos ay de mí, llorona, 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 de azul celeste.
If you ever want to get a sense of Belmar, this is it. Bringing the past into the present. This is a space for community. This is a space for family. This is a space for making memories. This neighborhood, it really does have it all. And Cider Days gives you the sense of the sort of vibrancy in this neighborhood. Not only is it a neighborhood for the people living around it, it's a neighborhood that brings us all into it to enjoy its heritage, a heritage that was shaped in the 1800s through ranching and starting to work this land, a heritage that continued through May Bonfils and her estate, and a heritage that continues today. Today's was awesome, I know. So now I'm standing back in the heart of Belmar again, across from the Nordstrom rack, which is dangerous for me. I'm gonna get out of here. And we're gonna head just a couple blocks this way to 4th and Zephyr to one of our listings. It's a crazy one, guys. I haven't seen a garage like this in almost my whole real estate career attached to a home. I mean, like the 6-car, you could have an RV and a boat in there, and then the home itself is 6,000 square feet total, and 4,500 above is above ground. So it's a really super neat spot. It also showcases the diversity of Lakewood, because we're in this planned development. But I bring a lot of people to Lakewood too, especially the area I'm going to, when they don't want an HOA. They don't want someone telling them what color to paint their house, or that they can't have a wood pellet grill outside. That's a real story for me. And this one doesn't have any of that. It's a home that has real legacy to it, but it's a home that was built, and it's unlike anything you've seen. And wait till you see the saloon on the 2nd floor with the kegerator. This one's crazy. So let's go. Who is that? Who is that? Are you gonna show us around the house? Let's go. Upstairs, upstairs, upstairs. So if amenities, convenience, all of that is important to you, obviously this is a great spot. Got one of the largest Whole Foods in the area, largest Targets, and then I've walked around this commercial area with you all. And I haven't even touched on like the strip malls over here with like the Ross, the Michaels, all that kind of stuff, and then the Walmart on the other side. So I mean, like, truly an oasis. That's walkable. That's less busy and has better parking than downtown Denver. And you're only 10 minutes from downtown Denver. This is like, we're really literally at the border between Denver and Lakewood. Lakewood's big, but this is about as close to Denver as you can be in Lakewood. So if you're thinking, I want to live in Denver, but I want proximity and I want all these amenities around me and I want a yard, Belmar could be a really great one for you because it gives you the best of both worlds. Thank you so much for coming on this Radically Colorado adventure with me. We're looking forward to seeing you on our next videos. If you're liking what you're seeing, make sure like and subscribe.